kind of out there.
Can we go back to the Conservation Commission? We have the Gina Damiano.
Yes.
Reappointment and Mandy Devino as an alternate appointment. I forgot we received those requests from John.
I'm glad you reminded me. I make a motion to reappoint Gina Damiano to the Conservation Commission.
I want to table it for now to see if there's other people who want to step out. The answer is no right now. But I think other people need to know that it's there, and so my answer is no right now.
And before the Conservation Commission recommends somebody to the select board, they usually require them to go to meet to 2 or 3 meetings, and I don't think anybody except Mandy has stepped up to do that.
I don't know when does Gina's term expire?
Is it January? Not sure.
I don't know, I'm looking right now. January 26th, yes.
So I don't think by the time we meet again, there won't be a Conservation Commission meeting for somebody to even go and show interest.
No, I'm staying with that thing. I'm not going to go with it right now.
Okay, we'll have to address it next meeting.
Okay.
I make a motion to appoint Mandy as an alternate member of the Conservation Commission. Mandy Devino.
Okay.
Excuse me. Okay. There's been no activity on the host community agreement committee. I know that Wendy is looking at attorneys who have experience with environmental issues and contracting, and so I think she's still looking, as the last communication I saw on that. Okay.
The last piece of information I have is we were able to test the water in the town building, the municipal building here, when DES offered all of the water testing for residents. There's a kit left, and I asked permission to do the town building, and she said absolutely. So there are no PFAS, no PFAS that are over the recommended limit. The result is less than 2.0, so they're basically saying there's no PFAS. We passed the 1, 2, 3, 4 PFOA, PFOS, PFNA, EFHXS. We passed those tests, no problems with the PFAS. However, our water exceeds the drinking water standard for arsenic, which is poisonous. And uranium. So I'll pass this over to you guys. You could take a look at it.
What about lead? So for lead?
It passes for lead. It's within the drinking standard.
And microbes?
Yes, it passed it's within the drinking standards for everything else.
except for arsenic and uranium.
Correct.
And how can it be remediated for arsenic and?
You would get an additional water filter, either at the tap or at your pump. Yep.
Where does the water come into the building? You have a holding tank?
There's a
boiler
tank.
Room?
There's a tank in the
Boiler room. So we could
no in
like,
the
No, you have an artesian well out back.
yeah, but there's a tank in the evidence room. I believe that's where your pump is.
over where the police used to.
The evidence room right here in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
So it's very hard. It has high iron, high manganese, but not so high. It's high compared to what they recommend, but not so high that you can't drink it. High sodium, high arsenic, lead, uranium, fluoride, pH. There you go.
People said artesian well that we have.
I don't know.
I'm learning that this is on hearsay from people that know water.
Mm-hmm.
The deeper you go, the worse your water is.
Probably, yeah, I wouldn't be.
I don't know how true that is, but
Right.
it's just something I heard.
I have heard that. You can go on the DES website, find out how deep it is.
Yeah.
I've done that with my well. I don't remember how deep my well is now, but I know I looked it up.
My guess would be that could be correct, just because if you're pulling from closer to the ground level, as long as you're not by something that could contaminate it, it's being refreshed and flushed more often.
Right.
So that could be true. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a professional in that, so I don't know.
Me neither. And I don't need to know. I get the water tested and then I know and roll with it.
So I think the question would be, would a whole house filter out the arsenic?
I think you would probably have to get a special filter for arsenic, but I don't know. I mean, I'm here the most. I don't drink the water out of the tap. I buy my own drinking water and bring it here. And when we have events here, we don't drink it. We use bottled water.
But you use it for cooking?
Rarely. Sometimes.
But we need to post signs.
If it's dangerous, yes. I mean, they didn't say it's so dangerous that you shouldn't consume the water. It's just higher than what it should be.
And I think there's more stuff in your food that you buy that's worse than that anyways.
I guess it depends on what you're buying.
True. There is true.
So I know when I looked at my well report, there's a lot of information that I can't read quickly tonight. It might be worth reaching out to DES to see what they recommend.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like we probably need to post a sign that the water's not potable.
But it is.
Level. Well, but if the
Well.
arsenic level is out of the standard, then, or we let people know that.
Yeah.
It's high.
I'll contact DES and see what they recommend.
And then if something like just one of those whole house filters would remediate it, then that's something that's
So
bad.
is arsenic like a liquid? I would have filtered.
I think it comes in different,
It probably depends on the temperature, whether it's a liquid or a solid.
right?
Yeah. I'm just wondering how a filter would take it out if it's liquid based.
I don't know. It's just like manganese. How does a filter remove manganese?
But I think it may be that temperature is probably a solid, but it's probably just, it's not like you see it in the water. It's
Just because I have a biochemistry background. Inorganic arsenic has a half-life of about 10 hours. So it's not completely bioaccumulating. Your body will pass it as it changes it into different forms of arsenic.
Say again, I'm sorry.
It will change and be excreted through your urine in about 10 hours. It's if your chronic occupational exposure that would lead to a deadly exposure. So
Okay.
like if you were drinking it every day, gallon upon gallon.
Yeah.
You can filter it out.
Yeah.
But we'll come back after you talk to DES and see. What
Yes,
they
I could
recommend.
talk to them and see if they recommend taking any actions.
Any other updates?
Nope.
Public comments? Do we have any public comments?
Can I just ask a question?
Sure.
I was just wondering if I could do.
You know, because we have people on Zoom,
Sure.
can you?
Amanda Devino, 511 Simons Road. I was just wondering if I could get an explanation as to why I was not considered for the DCC, Tom.
We are rushing into that, and I think other people need a chance to let other people know that it's available, so that everybody's got a chance. And that's
Everybody
what I'd
would
like
go
to
to
see.
the meetings though.
And
If you would go to the meetings, you would have known that.
that's what I want, that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, I personally feel like we should move on and act, and I made a motion, but it was not seconded. Chris?
Yeah, I mean,
And can, again, because we've got Zoom, can you,
oh, sorry, Kristen is 541 Simons Road. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to say anything today, but it did surprise me. First hearing, I can understand Tom not, saying we might want some new people in with Gina. However, I'm sure Gina is a very good candidate and should stay in. But he has his opinion. But the thing is the whole reason why he said that, Tom said that, was he said that we should allow new people to have the opportunity. So now we have a new person who's fulfilled the obligation. He took to go to at least 2 meetings and has stepped up to the plate. And so for me, all I see is an obstruction from a select board member. I guess I'm really confused about that. Because if we have other people in our community that are interested, why aren't they going? So
I have to agree with that statement,
I have no comment right now. I made my statement, what I'm gonna do.
all right, well, I would just like it, I definitely want that on record, that we have a select board member who is essentially obstructing town business.
yeah, I personally feel like we've got a person who's been involved on the committee as an active member in contributing and wants to continue, and we have another individual who's attended meetings and showed interest in the commission and is willing to serve as an alternate. And there haven't been other people going to the Conservation Commission meetings to participate and show their interest and their willingness to serve. So I personally think that both of those people should be appointed and reappointed.
Move the table, right?
We'll bring it up at next meeting. Any other public comments? I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.